What it is, what it was, what it could be, y'all. Welcome back to Disc Golf Justice. Today we're gonna be taking a look at the Prodigy D2 distance driver. The legends over at Disc Mafia sent this out for me to review, and if you take a look, this is not your normal D2 stamp. This is a prototype of the Disc Mafia hummingbird that is gonna be releasing sometime in the future. I don't know how soon, but that's a cool little stamp, ain't it? Today we're gonna play 18 holes with this bad boy and see how she flies. I'm gonna start out on hole 5 just because there's a few other people on the course today. I'm pretty interested to throw this thing because of that glide rating of 6. That's pretty interesting to me. We got about 350 uphill to the pin. I think I'm just gonna throw this relatively flat, maybe a little bit of hyzer to the right of the tree. Oh, I guess we're going to the left of the tree. Slipped out of my hand a bit, but well, I'm glad it stayed safe. Not a great first toss, but hey, I've seen worse. We're still safe. Just put it up close to the basket. Go in. Oh, whoa, whoa. There's a guy driving by that just seen that happen and gave me the thumbs up. Oh man, dang, that would have been a heck of a birdie, I'll tell you that. We'll take the par. We got a short boy up next, so I think I'm gonna forehand this around it. It seemed pretty stable on that first throw, even though it slipped out of my hand, so let's see if we can get it down there. Might be perfect, get around it. Oh no, not enough on it. Dang, we just didn't quite get enough on this guy to get around this tree. If we would have, it would have been freaking money. Did they move the basket closer to this tree? I think they moved the basket closer. Oh, okay. See if we can punch this out. Oh, thought I had it. Just so y'all don't think I'm tripping, that's where the basket used to be, and that's where the basket is now. So they did move it. Okay. We'll have to just take this par. Unfortunately, hole 7 is out of commission for a while, so we're gonna have to jump to hole 8. Normally, I would just backhand this with something a little understable, but this thing seems to have a bit of stability to it, so I think forehand's gonna be the play for me up through this gap. Little nose up. It does have that stability though. That thing's pretty stable actually. If I wouldn't have thrown that nose up, this had a nice big skip at the end too, really showcasing that stability that it's got. We don't really have any look here. I think I'm just gonna have to do one of these up through there. Oh, I swear that, oh, that was so close to going in if it doesn't hit that branch, man. Whatever. We didn't get the friendliest bounce from that, but it's all right. We'll just put that in there. We got the short but technical hole 9 up next. I feel less afraid of this hole nowadays. Watch me say that and hit first available now. I'd really like to ace this one of these days. This is a really good ace. Let's just put this down there. Ah, dang it. Well, not much of a look again, but see if we can do. If I can punch it around. That thing's actually really stable, like how it just wants to get to the ground like that. Another par. We got about 350 downhill on this one. I'm gonna test this thing's stability. I'm gonna throw the forehand on this. You know I don't have the best forehands on this, so hopefully it doesn't flutter over into those reeds, because if I lose this disc into the reeds, that's the end of the video. Like I can't keep doing this video if I only got one of these discs. So it's a dangerous throw, but we're really gonna test this thing's stability. Downhill too. It honestly handled that no problem. I just didn't give that the height it needed to because I was afraid of throwing it into the reeds. But honestly, the thing is stable. It has my trust now. I don't know, man. I need to see this thing fly on some backhands and see how she goes and how far it goes. But this could be replacing some discs in my bag. Photon, you're not safe, buddy. This thing is coming for you. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Sit. Ooh, a little long, a little long. I don't think they've moved this basket, but I do think they've made it significantly shorter. I remember this used to be a much taller basket, which I appreciate this being shorter because I'm a little guy. We got another forehand hole, I reckon. This is only 300 feet, so it's gonna be too short for the backhand. Plus, this thing seems to be quite stable, and all this is OB, so if this thing fades, I want it to fade inbounds. Nose up again, that's fine. It's actually pretty parked. It's probably good I threw it nose up. It would have had too much distance. Yeah, nose up turned out to be a good thing because we were actually pinned high on this hole. So nose down would have pushed us way too long. We would have got a damn magpie above me trying to swoop me. Fuck out of here, man. Playing disc golf, bro. Bang. That's the first birdie of the day too, ain't it? Well done. I reckon this is gonna have to be another forehand hole. I'm pretty much gonna have to throw the exact same shot as that last hole, something nose up, because if I could do the backhand on a big spiky thing and crash it in there, but that's just not my style. I'm not good at that. So I feel like a nose uppy forehand, let this thing stability, crash it on in towards the basket. Oh, that's a 2 nose uppy. It's safe, it's safe. It is safe. Well, surprise, surprise, we have no luck. There's that tree is literally just blocking. Oh, I don't know. I could push out this way maybe, but how am I gonna get the disc there? Well, we ended that birdie streak of 1 real quick, didn't we? It would be much safer to throw another forehand on this hole because it keeps all the OB out of play, but I've thrown enough forehands in a row. Let's throw a backhand. I think I'm gonna go more straight at it, but put it on anhyzer and let it kind of flex out there. Because this tree right here always, this little tiny one, you probably can't even see it on camera, always gets me. Holy smokes, that went past the basket? That went well past the basket. And I threw it nose up, to be honest. We did indeed go past the basket. That's surprising. I mean, it's not that long a hole. It's only like 300 and... Actually, I think it's a pretty short hole. I think it's only like 330 feet. Now that I think about it, this is probably way too much disc. Oh, well, here we are. Oh, you dirty dog. Let's try one more. Consistent. We are consistent. We trash. I tell you what, the Photon better watch out. I'm liking this D2 so far. It's very nice, very glidey. Let's see how it goes on this backhand turnover. See if we can get all the way down there to the basket or close. Turn, 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 turn. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. I needed I needed to have more power or be better. Yeah, I didn't even come close to getting this turned over enough, so, but it should still be an up and down birdie, hopefully. Hit the pole. Birdie number 2 for the day. Well, I don't really trust throwing a backhand on this short of a hole. I think it's only like 180 some feet with OB right behind it. So I feel like I'm gonna have to throw a forehand on a hyzer. Not my specialty, but not really any other option for me. Kind of flipped to flat a little bit. Wasn't a great forehand, but y'all know that's how I do. Once again, not much of a look. I reckon if we step out like this, we can do a little pitch up like that. Easy par. One of my absolute favorite holes on the course through this double mando. I reckon I'm gonna have to do the forehand flexi thing. I don't know if I've ever thrown a forehand on this hole ever. I always throw the backhand, let it drift around, but I just don't feel comfortable throwing on anhyzer and still hitting that gap. I'm a flat release backhand type of guy, and throwing on anhyzer through that gap, I'm not sure if I got it. I feel much more comfortable looking at my target on the forehand and try to put it on anhyzer through there. Oh, that's money. That is money. Get around the tree? Yes, it did get around the tree, but I think it might not be as good as I thought. It needed a little more distance. This ain't too dang shabby, I'll tell you that. If this wasn't that dang hashtag Sydney grass, we would have got a little bit more skip and could have been a bit closer, but let's just take our birdie. Bang. I love birdieing this hole. This is a very satisfying hole to birdie. These next 2 holes aren't the best for this disc. They're quite a bit short. This is only like a 260-foot hole. I think I'm gonna forehand just to be safe. Everything to the right is OB, so I just don't think I have that type of touch with the distance driver on the backhand to place it by the basket, but I think I can do it the forehand. Oh. First of all, no I don't. And no, I can't. That turned over a bit, got some flutters, and it's just way too far, way too deep. Look at this guy. Just looking at me. What's going on, man? What happened? We didn't go quite as far past the basket as I thought, but yeah, it's still a C2 putt. Not by a much, but it's definitely a C2. Big time players make big time plays. the infamous 200-foot island hole. I reckon I'm gonna do the backhand on this one just because clearly I'm not as dialed in on that forehand as I thought. That last hole showed that. So see if we can't just put this up close. Now sit. Okay, I think that's in the circle. Yeah, we're definitely in the circle, but can we make it is the question. Put it in there. Bang. What's that, 4 or 3 birdies? I don't know, the screen will tell you. We're gonna jump to a hole 3, 315 feet uphill. Obviously gonna be a forehand play for me. See if we can't grab us a birdie number 4 or 5, whatever we're at. I swear it wasn't turning like that earlier. Now it's getting a little bit flippy. I did have some flutters on that, but I don't know. I don't know. It was most likely something I did in my form and rolled it over a bit and got it to turn, but I swear it wasn't turning like that earlier in the day. Now we got a long putt. I really want this birdie. This would be a really good highlight putt. Nope. As you can see, I tried a few more times to no prevail. So clearly I'm just a piss poor putter. I'm gonna go ahead and play hole 4 as well since I'm already over here. Gonna be another forehand for me, pretty short hole, so see if we can attack. Sit. That's a putt. That's a putt. To get birdie number 4 or 5, I'm not sure which one it is. Bang! Since hole 7 is out of commission, I'm gonna have to play one of these holes twice, so I'm gonna play hole 5 again here. Hopefully we can actually get to the right side of this tree like we intended the first time. I swear that thing's lost some stability. It was way more stable earlier in the day. I don't remember hitting any trees. Did I hit any trees? I don't think so. Why is it being less stable now? I don't know. I might have to take back what I said about this replacing the Photon potentially. I loved this thing's stability out of the box, but yeah, just from, I guess, hitting the grass, it's getting flippy or something. This was an uphill shot with a tailwind, so it should have made it more stable. I'm just a little confused, I guess. Let's just put this up there. Skip. Yeah, I can make that. Maybe it's from doing that. I have putted with this a couple times, I guess, now that I think about it. It's been like 3 or 4 times I use this to putt. Maybe that knocks some stability off. That's a bit drastic, ain't it? We're gonna do hole 2 next, 489 feet, par 4 downhill. We do get a bit of a headwind as well. And now with me losing trust in this disc, this is gonna be pretty interesting. I reckon I'm just gonna throw it flat through that gap and we'll see if it turns over, or we'll just see what it does. Oh, that was so close to going OB on the road. Real close. Yeah, we're about 2 feet from going OB, so sometimes this hashtag Sydney grass can be a blessing and a curse, huh? See if we can't put this up close. I'll go in. Whew, almost got him. We need this for birdie number 6, I believe. We need this. Ooh, I almost put that too high. That was this close from banding. Last hole, hole number 1, we got about 340 feet uphill. Right now I'm sitting 2 strokes ahead of my PB on this course, so all I gotta do is not double bogey this hole and we're sweet. A birdie would be actually really good, but this is a pretty tough hole to birdie. So I'm just gonna try to get par. Oh. I mean, I got up over the hill a little too low, and I have a bad habit of being too upright when I throw my shots. Like I said, I have a very flat release and almost too flat where I lean back a little bit and put Anheuser on that. So yeah, I gotta work on that, I really do. Yeah, we didn't get very far up over this hill, just barely got over it. We do have a look though, but we're most likely playing for par. I'm quite unsure about this D2 if it's gonna make the bag. Right now, the more I throw it, the more it just feels like my Photon. So I might just need to do a head-to-head between the D2 and the Photon, see which one I like more, see which one is a little bit more stable, maybe which one goes further. So I just got to test them out. But let's see if we can put this up close and save a par. Yeah, well, there we have it. I either shot -5 or -6. But either way, that is a PB for me on this course, and I'm very happy with that. It was mostly because I didn't go OB at any point. We didn't take any bogey, so pretty clean round mixed in with some birdies here and there, and -6 is what you get. All right, y'all, that is gonna wrap up my review of the Prodigy D2. Shout out to Disc Mafia for sending this out to me to review. Make sure y'all check Disc Mafia out on Instagram. Hopefully they release this Hummingbird soon. I'd be very keen to try it. It looks like a sick stamp. If you guys like the video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. If you wanna see more, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future content, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.